Hello everyone, we're OneUp, and we're here to introduce our assistive technology project, the OneUp Thread Guide.
According to the 2019 American Community Survey, only 46.2% of adults with blindness or low vision are employed. This disparity between the employment rates of people with visual impairments and the general population is largely because many jobs do not provide the training and accommodations required for them to do their best work.
Our group made contact with Jonna Harrison from the Blind Industries and Services of Maryland, BISM. At BISM, they provide training and employment opportunities for the blind people of Maryland. Harrison wanted us to help with the production of uniforms for the military.
For our project, we worked with the people using the sewing machines. A lot of them had issues accessing some of the holes, so therefore our goal was to increase efficiency of threading the sewing machine.
After training, the workers can thread the sewing machine efficiently, but there are still problems with finding the holes and navigating the thread guides. Mainly, the bottom thread guide is a small hole recessed into the machine that's difficult to reach.
Normally, this is accomplished using a homemade threading tool, but these are very fragile and they break very often.
I think the threader might
Yeah.
You know, we all try to be independent.
Yeah.
And have to keep asking Jerry or Mr. Dave to make these for us. It's kind of annoying and frustrating. We got to take them away from there if they didn't do it.
Yeah.
So it would be easy if we didn't have to worry about this. Because we can't make them ourselves.
So they're pretty frustrating to use, and the mechanics at BISM have to keep remaking them for the blind employees, making them dependent on the mechanics to do their job.
We decided to design with multiple solutions to the same problem.
In summary, the tactile guides would be a flexible strip of bumps that would attach to the surface of the machine that would guide the user from one thread guide to the other. The threading tool will be a more robust replacement for the existing threader that would fit in the profile of an SD card. And the thread guide would be a redesign of the existing thread guide and a drop-in replacement that fits with the exact same screw that's used on the machine. In the end, the two designs we mainly iterated on were the threading tool and the thread guide.
The handheld threading tool went through many iterations. The first of which was a triangle shape with a clip. This was way too complicated. So therefore we moved on to the next iteration where we simplified the shape. We kept some of the more integral parts. We also added in grooves and notches in an attempt to make it easier for the clients to get a feel for the tool. However, there are a lot of issues with the learning curve of actually having to use the tool itself, so there was an attempt to remedy this with the final iteration, which was a stylus with a notch at the end. The hope was that this would be a more familiar shape. However, there are issues with getting any of the grooves I had on the previous iteration to work, and we decided to drop the idea.
As for iteration on the thread guide, the first prototype was designed after the first hook-shaped thread guide on the machine, but it didn't end up fitting how we wanted it to. So we changed the shape to stick out from the machine more and moved the guide itself further forward, which actually worked really well, as you can see from these testing videos.
Okay, you ready? Go ahead.
Alright, it's in.
That took about 6 seconds.
6 seconds, wow.
Yeah. After averaging out about
figured that.
what, 45?
Yeah.
It's real easy. I love it.
Yeah. That sounds great.
That's cool.
For the final iteration, we made a few simple adjustments to make the threading more reliable. One piece of feedback we got from the client was to make the entry path to the guide a bit longer and the hole a bit smaller so that the thread wouldn't want to come out of the guide as the machine vibrates when it sews. We also made the guide extend a little further out from the machine so it wouldn't angle out like the previous iteration.
BISM has tons of these sewing machines all across their facility. Our goal is to print out a bunch of these thread guides and install it on all of their sewing machines. Hopefully, our simple little thread guide helps out BISM employees with their day-to-day tasks, because it doesn't take much to impact a lot of lives. Thank you for watching.